Yo, Superstar, thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got! It's the Comedian and Marionette, the Doomsday Clock action figure 2-pack, brought to you by DC Collectibles. So, this is one of the sets that I actually got sent from DC, so thank you very much to DC for sending this through to us. I was commenting on Twitter that I wonder who would win in a fight between the Comedian and the Punisher, and I was sent this set and told to take some photography to show who wins. And of course, well, I thought I'd have a little bit of fun, because Marionette is very much a Harley Quinn style character, so I'm going to have the Joker and Marionette in some photos together with Harley Quinn being jealous. So that should make some really cool photos. So as well, this is by DC Collectibles. It is part of the Doomsday Clock set. And yeah, I'm really happy to have another Comedian in my collection. Over there. As you know, the Comedian is one of my favourite characters from this story, as is most people. He's a fanboy character, let's admit it. But Marionette's pretty cool as well, so I'm glad to have this 2-pack. And if you haven't already seen it, I did already review Dr. Manhattan and Ozymandias on one of my previous videos, so I'll leave a link to that in the description below as well. Just raw checking the mime to get, but I'm not too bothered about the mime. He's not a character that's bothering me. But Rorschach, I do actually have a movie Rorschach, so I might skip the comic book one, but I'm not sure. I still might get him. But guys, let's break them out of the packaging. Where's my scissors? There they are. Oh, it's already been snipped. Oh, I didn't snip the sides though. Haha. I think I was trying to be smart. I missed the sides. Here we go. So guys, who watches The Watchmen? Are you a fan of The Watchmen? People never heard of The Watchmen until the movie came out. I actually read the comic book growing up. It was always a comic book that was always available at the library. There was there was Watchmen V for Vendetta. All the Vertigo comics basically were always left behind in the library. That's how I got into Fables as well, which became The Wolf Among Us, as most people know it as now. Yeah, that's how I got into the comics. I always say to people as well, that's why I know a lot more about Vertigo comics, and that are now DC, technically. But I know more about the Vertigo stuff than I do about DC, because I read all the Vertigo comics. And now, do you know what? I've just got the DVD of the Watchmen TV series to catch up on, as I only watched the first couple of episodes live on television, and then I ended up missing the rest. So I've got to catch up on that as well. This is taking forever to get out. Guys, I'll see you on the desk cam. So here they are, guys, out of the packaging, looking pretty cool. Let's bring them forward just to have a little look at the detailing stuff. The detailing on the faces things are very nice. I really like the way they've made this look. If we look at the actual faces as well, the face sculpts are actually very good and detailed on these. So there's the Comedian. Bear in mind these are based on the comic books as well, not the movies. And there's Marionette, based on Doomsday. Very nice indeed. There is actually a moment in the comic book where she does meet Joker, Marionette. I'm going to have my own fun with her and Joker. It's going to have some great photography coming up real soon on that. Articulation-wise, let's start with Marionette, because she's got some awesome articulation. Let's just hope he doesn't fall on us, because he likes to fall over, does Comedian. So the heads are on ball joints. You can make her look down as well as up, left and right. I'm loving the face sculpt and the hair sculpt. That's very nicely detailed. And there's also this crunch here at the waist, which means she can crunch in some great positions, which is good because she's a marionette, or she's meant to be like a marionette doll. So that gives her some great articulation on there. Her arms do lift up this top hinge. There's also the bicep swivel, and there's a double hinged elbow on these. And her hands also fully move around, and they are like flat plastic hands to give it even more doll-like, movements. There's no waist swivel, but you don't really need it with that abdomen crunch that we've got. It can be used for some great movements. I've been playing around with her earlier. Now she's actually wearing actual stockings, which is nice. but they will ruffle up pretty easily, and I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to pull them back up. So just be careful of that as well. With them being cloth as well, they may rip, so just be careful. But her legs do lift out pretty wide, actually, almost to the end of the ball joint. There's also a rotation of the top part of the hip. There's a double hinged knee here as well, which I'm trying to activate fully, but I might... Oh, there we go. So there we go, double hinged knee. Also be careful on trapping the stocking part in the knee joints and things like that, because that may also cause them to rip. There's also feet articulation. You can roll them around. It's on a full ball joint, as you can see. There's no holes in the bottom of the feet, though, so you can't place them on a stand or anything, which is a bit of a pain. And she likes to stand with her feet kind of inwards, as Marionette, I've noticed. But again, that kind of goes with the doll look, actually, so I kind of like it. I might even try and find some way of even attaching some strings from the top, maybe. That might make a cool photo with her. But when it comes to Comedian, his articulation's very much the same. Like I said, heads on ball joints flat. There is the abdomen crunch there as well on him. His isn't as... It doesn't really want to activate, though. His articulation is very stiff. So I'm reluctant to move him too much on this video, as I'm going to put him in some hot water in a moment and really warm him up. He does come with his 2 pistols, though, which is nice, and they do come with a nice vinyl holster here, which is quite loose and fluid, so you can move that around and display his guns. I've got one in his hand here as well, which is a nice silver finish on there. I would go to the Muppet Labs, but I don't think it's necessary for this video, guys. These feet as well, the actual knife as well is kind of static on this model. You can't actually move the knife out or anything like that, which is a pain. I wish they were usable, these knives, but they're not. His arm piece as well, by the way, this piece here just pulls off. It just slots on with 2 little dents in his arm, as you can see. You just slot that over the top and just push it into place, like so. He has got the button on his chest there, but there's no face on it. It's just a yellow button. That seems to be missing the traditional smiley face for my liking. But guys, which one's your favourite out of these two? Because I really am a fan of these figures. I think they look awesome. Watchmen's always one of them. They don't make many figures for Watchmen. When they do, sometimes the US exclusives or they're really hard to get here in the UK. So I'm glad these 2-packs did come out, as we've been able to get some great characters like Comedian, like Rorschach, and obviously Ozymandias, Dr. Manhattan. So they have created some great characters in this line. But what are your thoughts, guys? Let me know in the comments. Let's go back to the main cam, though, and finish off today's video. So, Beaker's been a little bit nervous since his last encounter with a gun, so he's holding this one very steadily. And the Comedian has gone ahead and stood behind him just in case we have a repeat of what happened to McCree. So, as you can see, the gun that he's holding is one of the guns for our new Comedian figure, and it's a nice silver all over metal looking gun with a nice black hilted handle. Very nice. You get 2 of them, and they do slot very nicely into his holsters that hang on his side here, that are made of a vinyl casing. So Beaker, be very careful with that one. And if we move over here, guys, we can take a look at Marionette. Now, Marionette is a bit of a newer character to the whole Watchmen series. She was introduced in Doomsday Clock, as far as I'm aware, and she's actually called Erica Manson. She's married to Marcos Marquez, who is the mime. He uses invisible weapons to take down his foes, whereas she's a wires expert. She's a little bit, to be fair, I think those characters were created as a bit of a polar opposite, or a Watchmen version of almost like Joker and Harley Quinn in their own right from their universe. So that's where my whole inspiration of wanting to have her with the Joker came from. But Doomsday Clock's a very good novel. The first part is now out. You can go pick that up in the graphic novel form. That's what I did the other day. But yeah, I mean, she's a very cool character, very different to the other characters in the story, and she does meet up with Joker. So that should be a lot of fun. And after Manhattan restores the DC Universe, he asks Mime and Marionette to stay, hoping to give them a second chance in raising their daughter Anita, and also because he had already planned to reunite them with their other son Clark. So that was another reason for them to stay in the current DC Universe. I hope they do more with these characters in the future and not just throw them away now that the Doomsday Clock stories are kind of over. I hope that they do, use these characters again, because they are a lot of fun. So which one's your favourite character, guys? Let me know in the comments. So guys, which one is your favourite in this one? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed today's video, guys, then please make sure you smash that subscribe button. Subscribing really supports us, it really helps us out, and helps us to keep making awesome videos. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and until next time, may the Force be with you.